I know we're supposed to be having a discussion, but I trust myself to come up with something at the last possible second. So, how about we don't do that?
Fine with me. What should we talk about?
I've been wondering, how are you guys feeling about next quarter theater? I, for one, am a little nervous. I feel like we're going to get dragged into one of the seniors or juniors' passion projects.
Oh, thank goodness somebody brought that up. Last quarter was a nice breather, but I want to do more.
I just want to be included. We're going to perform on stage eventually, and we should have more skills before we do.
It would have been nice to help the upperclassmen last semester instead of watching their whirlwind of creativity from the sidelines.
But they're never going to let us. And before you know it, they'll be gone. So, how much does it matter?
Hey guys, what are you up to?
Uh, Doing our homework. Wait a second. How are you here? You're not in this class.
It's better if you don't ask questions. Are you guys up for skipping?
I think the breakout room is going to close soon, so.
Wait, I have something cool I want to show you.
We're kind of in the middle of class right now. Can't it wait?
Just say your Wi-Fi went out. I promise. It's worth it.
Maybe if you provided a little more context for this cool thing, we'd be more willing to go.
I found some TJ theater history that you guys are going to want to see. Usually you would meet alumni and hear stories at our shows, but that's not happening. Let me show you how awesome our theater family is.
Okay, fine. But I have things to do tonight, so keep it short.
No problem. Now, come on.
Where did the class Zoom go?
It's better if you just roll with it.
Come on in, he's on down the road. Come on in, he's on down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, down the road. Come on, down the road. Come on in, down the road. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Come on, down the road.
Here it is.
What exactly is this place? Also, where did you come from?
You are really bad at going with the flow, aren't you? I found this place, so we decided I would wait here while Anthea went and got you.
And this place is...
What does it look like?
A storage closet filled with old shogun costumes and props.
First, it's not junk, it's memories. Second, there's some other stuff besides that. You see these boxes? Look inside.
DVDs?
Not just any DVDs. It's the entire history of our little theater. Every show is somewhere in these boxes. The only problem is we don't know which shows are what. The boxes have labels, but that's all we have to go off of in search of
A special DVD that will blow your minds.
How are we supposed to find it if we don't know what we're looking for?
By trusting us. You know the saying, many hands make more work. Just sit back and relax. We'll find it in no time.
That is 100% not how that saying goes.
Besides the point. Oh, look at that. It's the hidden gems box. Maybe it's in there?
I highly doubt that.
There's a box labeled, "We do not talk about it." Could it be in there?
Most definitely not. I'm going to put this one in. I have a good feeling about it.
Reach right down to the bottom of your soul. Then you gotta reach a little more. Then you gotta reach a little more.
You gotta dig right down till you can't dig no deeper. Then you gotta dig a little more. Then you gotta dig a little more. When you're down at the bottom, but don't stop then. Grab your dreams if you still gotta mess out over again.
So that was Star Mites. I know it looks weird on the surface, but it's a show with a lot of heart.
My eyes and ears don't know how to feel about what we just watched.
I'm amazed that one wasn't in the We Don't Talk About It box, because I don't even think I knew that show happened.
It's not one that gets talked about a lot. The plot can be confusing, but it's about a girl that escapes to a fantasy world to avoid her life.
Ah, yes, good old escapism.
I think it received a few Tony nominations when it first debuted on Broadway.
The more you know. Some of the staff were in that show too. Marissa, our stage manager, played Eleanor's mother and was in the Banshee ensemble. Jaren, our lighting designer, was a Starmite, and Katie, our choreographer, played Bizarbra.
It's crazy to think people coming back to help with future shows.
There are people who love theater their whole lives, and there are people who love theater for a brief moment. The one who love TJ theater are the ones who come back.
Wow. The roots of this community run so much deeper than I expected.
And we're just getting started. There is so much more to show you guys.
I'll go with a classic. Let's see what all the hype is about.
When wilt thou save the people? Oh God of mercy, when the people love the people, not thrones and crowns, but men. Oh God, save the people, for thine are they, thy children as thy angels been. God save the people from despair. God save the people. Oh, God save the people. God save the people. Oh, God save the people. God save the people. Oh, God save the people. God save the people. When wilt thou save the people? Oh God of mercy, when the people, Lord, the people, not thrones and crowns, but men.
That one was Godspell. It was a super fun show with a minimalist set, which means the cast really had to commit to the story they were telling. Seriously? This show was one of the shining moments of our theater program.
It's not my style of show.
Fine. Let's watch a legacy DVD then.
That's a good philosophy. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me my new philosophy? The teacher gave a D on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have told her my new philosophy. Miss B, ain't she? Look, see, a D, a D. Well, why are you telling me? And that's my new philosophy. Why are you telling me? My new philosophy. And like a busy bee, each new philosophy can fly from tree to tree and keep me moving. When life's a dizzy maze on alternating days, I choose a different phrase, my new philosophy.
A C. A C. I got a C in coat hanger sculpture. How could anyone get a C in coat hanger sculpture? May I ask you a question? Was I judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, is it not true that time alone cannot judge a piece of art? Was I judged on my talent? If so, is it not unfair to be judged on a piece of my life of which I have no control? If I was judged on my effort, I was judged unfairly. for I tried as hard as I could. Maybe I was judged on what I learned from this project. Then were not you, my teacher, also being judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Should you not share my C? Perhaps I was judged on the quality of coat hanger itself. Is that not also unfair? Should I be judged on the quality of coat hanger used by the dry cleaning establishment of which returns our garments? Is that not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my C? Thank you, Mrs. Othmore. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
My stomach clock just went off. It's supper time and Charlie Brown has forgotten to feed me. Here I lie, a withering, hollow shell of a dog, and there sits my supper dish, empty. But that's all right. He'll remember. When no furry friend comes to greet him after school, then he'll remember. And he'll rush out here to the doghouse, but it'll be too late. There will be nothing left but the dried carcass of his former friend, who used to love to run and play so happily with him. Nothing but the bleached puppy bones.
Hey Snoopy, you asleep or something? I've been standing here a whole minute and you haven't even noticed. It's supper time.
Supper time? Supper time! Behold the brimming bowl of meat and meal, which is brought forth to ease our hunger. Behold the flowing flagon, moist and sweet, which has been sent to ease our thirst.
Okay, there is no need for a big production. Just get down off that doghouse and eat.
Do 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 do. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Very best time of day. It's supper time. Yeah, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, can supper be far away? Bring on the soup dish, bring on the cup, bring on the bacon and fill me up, 'cause it's supper time. Ba-da-ba-dee-dow-dow-da-dow to supper time. Bring on the dog food, bring on the bone, bring on the barrel and roll me home, 'cause it's supper, 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 super pepper upper, supper, super duper supper time. Wintertime's nice when it's ice and snow. Summertime's nice with a place to go. Bedtime, overtime, halftime too, but they just can't hold a candle to my supper time! Oh yeah! Hello, home listeners! How are ya? Bring on the hamburger, bring on the bun. Pappy's little puppy loves everyone, 'cause it's supper, 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 super pepper upper, supper, super duper supper time. Supper time, supper time. Bring on the meat, supper time. It's time to eat, supper time. Bring on the food, supper time. Bring on the hamburger, Supper time!
Bring on the hot dog!
Supper time!
Bring on the doctor!
Supper time!
Woo!
Supper time!
Oh yeah!
Supper time! Supper time! Supper time! Supper time! Supper time! Supper time!
Now cut that out! Now why can't you eat your meal quietly and calmly, like any other normal dog? So, what's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion? Supper! 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 Yeah!
I'm sorry to have to say it to your face, Lucy, but it's true. You're a very crabby person. I know your crabbiness has probably become so natural to you now that you're not even aware when you're being crabby, but it's true just the same. You're a very crabby person, and you're crabby to just about everyone you meet. Now, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Lucy. I hope you're going to take it in the spirit that it's meant. I think we should be very open to any opportunity to learn more about ourselves. I think that Socrates was right when he said the first rule for anyone in life is know thyself. Well, I guess I've said about enough. I hope you aren't offended or anything.
Alicia, that was you, wasn't it? And Katelyn? And Drake?
It was. That's so weird. I thought this was only past show footage.
So did I.
It's possible that the DVD is new. Stuff in here changes all the time. From what I could tell, it was only people in theater right now featured in that DVD. Also, Alicia, that was great.
Thanks. You did a great job too. And Drake, I don't think I've seen you perform all out like that before. Both of those songs look like a lot of fun.
That's weird. I wasn't expecting to see myself on the DVD. I haven't done a show on the TJ stage yet.
That doesn't mean we aren't a part of the legacy.
I mean, Michael was on there and he's a freshman. It was fun to see him do a blunt monologue like that.
TJ did You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, right? Maybe it was sort of tribute to that?
That would make sense. Regardless, I enjoyed watching all of our takes on the show. I think it's time to pick another one. Should we split up?
Sounds like a plan. Katelyn and I will stay over here.
Hey guys, let's watch this one next.
What box is it from?
It's from the We Don't Talk About It box. Sounds interesting to me.
But the upperclassmen are looking in the classics box.
Let's put it in ourselves.
Shouldn't we ask first?
We don't need permission to watch a musical, do we?
I guess you're right.
I'll go grab the musical that's in there and swap them out.
What are you guys up to?
I'm putting this old DVD back where it goes.
And I'm helping. What do you guys have there?
Oh, this? It's from the classics box, so maybe it'll be the right one?
And what do you have?
We wanted to see what this one was, and you guys seem busy.
We'll get to it eventually, so why don't you just set it off to the side for now?
Or we could watch it now.
Let's watch this one instead.
How is that fair? We should all get a say in what we watch.
I agree. This is exactly what we were saying earlier.
They kind of know better than us.
But if they make us watch and never try anything, we won't ever learn.
I wish they'd give us a chance to give input.
I know. I joined theater to perform, not let the upperclassmen do everything while we fill the empty space. I was hoping this would be fun.
Who do they even think they are? We're all students.
I don't know why they even brought us here. can tell they're passionate, but we're passionate too.
We wouldn't be here if we weren't passionate. I don't see why they can't give us a chance.
We've got the DVD set up, so come on. We'll show you the kind of thing that we're actually looking for.
Let's watch this one for a little bit. Then we'll keep searching.
Yes, I made the choice. For Papa, I will stay. But I don't deserve to lose my freedom in this way, you monster. If you think that what you've done is right, well then, you're a fool. Think again. Is this home? Is this where I should learn to be happy? Never dreamed that a home could be dark and cold. I was told every day of my childhood, even when we grow old, home should be where the heart is. Never were words so true. My heart's far, far away. Home is too. What I'd give to return to the life that I knew lately. But I know that I can't solve my problems going back. Is this home? Am I here for a day or forever? Shut away from the world until who knows when. Oh, but then, as my life has been altered, once it can change again. Build higher walls around me, change every lock and key. Nothing lasts, nothing holds all of me. My heart's far, far away. Home and free.
Who does that girl think she is? She is tangled with the wrong man. Dismissed. Rejected. Publicly humiliated. It's more than I can bear. I'm disgraced. Come on. You gotta pull yourself together. Gosh, it disturbs me to see you, Gaston, looking so down in the dumps. Every guy'd here like to be you, Gaston, even when taking your lumps. There's no man in town as admired as you. You're everyone's favorite guy. Everyone's awed and inspired by you, and it's not very hard to see why. No one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's neck's as incredibly thick as Gaston. There's no man in town half as manly, perfect, a pure paragon. You can ask Kenny, Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you which team they prefer to be on. No one's spin like Gaston, a kingpin like Gaston. No one's got a swell cleft in his chin like Gaston. As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating. My, what a guy, that Gaston. Give 5 hurrahs, give 12 hip hips. Gaston is the best and the rest is all drips. No one fights like Gaston, does his lights like Gaston in a wrestling match. Nobody bites like Gaston, there's no one as burly or brawny. As you see, I got biceps to spare, not a bit of him scraggly or scrawny. And every last inch of me's covered in hair. No one hits like Gaston, matches wits like Gaston in a spitting match. Nobody spits like Gaston. I'm especially good at expectorating patooey. 10 points for Gaston.
Did you mean what you said about everyone having a heart?
Well, sure I did. Do you think you'd be feeling as bad as you do if you didn't have a heart?
I don't know. I suppose not.
Of course you wouldn't, because then you'd be dead. When darkness surrounds you and you lose your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. Be still, hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your heart.
Follow my heart. But to where?
To wherever your heart tells you to go.
Even there?
Even to the clouds, if that's what your heart commands. What's it saying now?
I don't know. I don't know how to listen to my heart.
You have to listen carefully. Here, let me try.
Oh. Do you hear?
Shh.
Oh.
There it is. It's saying, we all want a world filled with peace and with joy, with plenty of water for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No meanness or sorrow, just cleanness tomorrow, if only you follow your heart. You see there, Bobby? Even your heart knows that you should follow your heart.
Peace and joy. Plenty of water. I guess I do want all those things.
There's something else your heart was saying. Maybe something I shouldn't have heard.
There was?
I think so. It was barely audible, but I definitely heard something.
Well, what was it?
Let me try again. Maybe I can make it out this time.
Okay.
There it is. It's so faint. It's saying, follow into the open air, far from squalor and noise. Follow, someone is waiting there. Someone who shares all your hopes and your joys. Someone is waiting there? Why, my heart was saying those exact words just the other day.
It was?
Sure it was. Squalor and noise, hopes and joys. It was telling me all about those things.
I didn't know two hearts could speak as one.
I didn't either. Until now. Here. Listen.
Someday I'll meet someone whose heart joins with mine. Aortas and arteries all intertwined. They'll beat so much stronger than they could apart. 8 chambers of muscle to hustle the love in our heart. Love is kind and considerate. Love is peaceful and fair. Love can creep up so suddenly. When you least think of it, your love is there. We all want a world filled with peace and with joy. plenty of justice for each girl and boy. That bright shining world is just waiting to start. No anger or badness, just laughter and gladness. If only I follow your heart.
Another one with current students.
That was pretty cool.
I love listening to Janie sing as much as the next person, but what if that glitch erased the original? It can't be a coincidence it happened twice.
I'm sure it's fine. Things change all the time in here. Janie was amazing, though. And Max singing Gaston from Gaston's perspective was definitely entertaining.
Who were those people in that duet?
They look like some of the kids from last semester, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. I can't believe I couldn't recognize Karen at first. Man, she can sing.
I'm still a little confused. I mean, the box was marked classic.
That song is from an older show, and they both killed it. Those harmonies were great.
It was probably a glitch. This TV is pretty old.
Could you have put in the wrong DVD? Maybe you read it wrong.
I'm sure it's from the classics box.
And it wasn't even at the top of the box. Anyway, let's look at another one. Ooh, gender bent characters are always fun.
Seymour's the greatest, but I'm dating a semi-sadist. So I got a black eye in my arms and a cast. Still that Seymour's a cutie. Oh well, if not, he's gotten a beauty. And I dream of a place where we could be together at last. A matchbox a fence of real chain link, a grill out on the patio, disposal in the sink, a washer and a dryer, and an ironing machine, and a tract house that we share somewhere that's green. He rakes and trims the grass. He loves to mow and weed. I cook like Betty Crocker, and I look like Donna Reed. There's plastic on the furniture to keep it neat and clean, and the pine saw scented hair somewhere that's green. Between our frozen dinner and our bedtime 9:15, we snuggle watching Lucy on our big, enormous 12-inch screen. I'm his December bride. His father, he knows best. The kids play howdy doody as the sun sets in the west. A picture out of Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Far from Skid Row, I dream we'll go somewhere that's green.
When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing. Wind that makes the tall grass bend into leaning. Suddenly the raindrops that fall, they have a meaning, sprinkling the sea, makes it all so clean. Maybe there's a chance for me to go back now that I have some direction. It would sure be nice to be back home where there's love and affection, and maybe I can convince time to slow up, giving me enough time in my life to grow up. Time, be my friend, let me start again.
That was interesting. I don't know if I've ever thought about the Tin Man like that.
Seeing Sam as Dorothy was great. It got me thinking, it'd be cool if you were the prince from Cinderella, Anthea. You'd probably be great at it.
I think you would do great as the prince. It would be a cool way to experiment with your acting.
Thanks. It'd be fun to try it out.
Can we talk about May's performance, though? I don't think I've gotten a chance to hear her sing.
She did such a great job.
Hey guys, I found.
What's in that box?
Box has shows with some of our best people. A few of them continued in theater after graduation.
Somebody in each of these shows went on to pursue performing. People like Michael Krenning, who was in Newsies as Crutchy with the Village Theater a few years ago, and Jaron, who's been working in the industry for a few years. He does lighting and design for our shows.
Some of these people were in The Secret Garden done in the 2000s. They had two casts, and Katie and another alumni, who's still around, Amy Hong, both starred in that show as Mary Lennox.
I know Secret Garden was a show alumni love talking about. Since theater is such an experience, some people get hooked instantly. The first time they step on stage, there's a sense of belonging.
When's that experience supposed to start?
This is it. Finding our memories and working together. Plus, you guys are going to be on stage soon.
Personally, I want to continue theater after I graduate in some capacity.
I think I'll use the skills I learned from theater to help me in other parts of my life. I'm thinking about becoming a teacher, so speaking skills could definitely be useful.
I don't know what I want to do yet, but maybe...
Okay, let's try this show. It's from the Hidden Gems box.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
Shall I say, would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you?
Like a river flows
Surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with. I can't help falling in love
Fools fall in love in a hurry. Fools give their hearts much too soon. Just play them 2 bars of stardust. Just hang out one silly moon, and they've got their love torches burning when they should be playing it cool. Oh, I used to laugh, but now I understand. Shake the hand of a brand new fool. Fools fall in love just like schoolgirls, blinded by rose-colored dreams. They built their castles on wishes, with only rainbows for beams, and they're making plans for the future when they should be right back in school. Oh, I used to laugh, but now get a falling in love. Fools fall in love like I do. I get a falling in love like a fool. So shake the hand of a brand new fool.
The warden threw the party in the county jail. The prison man was there, they began to wail. The band was jumping and the drum began to swing. Each heard the knock that jailbird saying, let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Spider Murphy played a tenor saxophone. Little Joe was blowing on the side trombone. The drummer boy from Illinois would crash, boom, bang. The whole rhythm section was a purple gang. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock. Number 47 said the number 3. You're the cutest jail but I ever did see. I sure would be delighted with your company. Come on and do the jailhouse rock with me. Let's rock. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the wholesale block was dancing to the jailhouse rock.
But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you. My head is saying, fool, forget him. My heart is saying, don't let go. Hold on to the end, and that's what I intend to do. I'm hopelessly devoted to you. But now there's nowhere to hide since you pushed my love aside. I'm out of my head, hopelessly devoted to you. Hopelessly devoted to you.
That was All Shook Up. It's a jukebox musical of Elvis songs.
I actually went and saw this one in middle school. I've been watching TJ Theater for a long time. And there are plenty of things that go wrong.
Really?
Accidents happen. No one ever has a perfect show.
Tell me about it. Recording in Zoom last quarter did not go very well.
We were dropping lines like nobody's business. I remember getting so mad at myself.
On the opening night of Seussical, Sam went to mess with a shower prop and the whole thing collapsed. Sam just kept going.
Just like how we're still going with virtual theater.
We're trying to make the best of it. I love Joseph's version of Jailhouse Rock.
And Ashanti singing Hopelessly Devoted to You. That is such a cute song. I'm a sucker for theater love songs.
And Sarah singing Fools Fall in Love. That song seemed to fit her so well. It must have taken a lot of work to learn those.
That was a wonderful hidden gem. I'll be laughing about that one for a while. Why don't we watch one from the classics box?
Sounds good to me.
little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble I could break a little arm. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her, so obviously unusual? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me? Her cheeks are pretty shade pink, but not anything bigger than roses. Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's. Her neck is no lighter than a swan. She's only as dainty as a daisy. She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fella going crazy? Why would the fella want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl, men go mad for love's a game I can play with the cool and confident kind of air. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
10 minutes ago, I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling. You gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love, I'm flying over mountain and meadow and glen, and I like it so well that for all I can tell, I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again.
10 minutes ago, I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to
So, what did you guys think?
The carriage was so cool, and your duet was so cute.
I'm glad we got a chance to sing one more duet together. Our tradition of playing love interests lives on.
Sister's Lament is one of my favorite songs, and I liked what Janie and Ashanti did with it.
Can we talk about the old show clip? I mean, did you see the costumes? The dress reveal was mind-blowing.
I loved the white and blue dress. It's a tribute to the Broadway show while adding a bit of character to who Cinderella is.
Katelyn, you'd make a great Cinderella. And the dancing was amazing.
The dancing blew me away.
We found one you like. Only took an hour.
What was that?
All I'm saying is we came in here for you guys. We wanted you to see the potential that we see in you. You could at least try and enjoy yourselves a little.
Do you think being forced to watch from the sides is fun? If that was your attempt at harnessing our potential, you failed. You pushed us to the sidelines because that was easier.
You're taking this too far. Take a second and calm down. We can work this out.
I've been trying. You've been trying. All of us have been trying to get through to you that we wanted to help. There's no point in calming down to talk when they won't listen.
Look, I hear you. You're upset because you don't feel like you're at the same level yet. You'll get there.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you're too selfish to see all the potential right in front of your face. I can't do this anymore. Have fun with your little DVD hunt. I've got something better to do.
Just come back and
The room is locked. I couldn't even leave if I wanted to. can't believe you guys trapped us in here. I was hesitant about coming in the first place, and now look, we can't even get out. Which one of you locked the room?
No one did. It'll unlock eventually. Maybe
what? It'll magically open? This isn't a fairy tale.
Okay. I know we can't be sure why the room is locked, but listen, maybe if we find the clip we're looking for, the room will open. So let's all search for it. The sooner we find it, the faster we can leave. Does that sound like a plan?
Yeah, a stupid plan. Thanks for trying to include us in your little scavenger hunt, but this is ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Come on, you don't mean that. This was supposed to be fun.
You know what isn't fun? Not being included during theater in general. I know it's hard to make everyone feel included, especially in an online class. But you guys could have put more effort into making everyone feel welcomed.
But we're trying to include you guys now.
Because it benefits you. The only reason you wanted us to come along was to help you find whatever DVD clip you're looking for. Did you actually want us involved? Or do you want us to find your clip and never talk to us again?
I'm sorry if you felt like you're being used, but we're trying our best to make everyone feel like part of the team.
Some team you've got.
Guys, stop. We are supposed to cooperate, but we can't work together if all we do is go back and forth like this. It's not going to get us anywhere. It's my turn.
There's a charm in this garden, Cullen, and the longer you stay in it, the stronger you'll be.
Where did you learn that? I don't know. I didn't even know I knew it. Martha, do you believe in charms?
That I do, Master Colin. And the spirits and the big good thing by whatever name you call it.
Now I know where I heard it. I even know what it means. Go on then. Come spirit, come charm, come days that are warm, come magical spell, come help him get well.
Come spirit, come charm, come days that are warm, come magical spell, come help him get well.
Come spirit, come charm, come days that are warm, come magical spell, come help him get well.
Spirits far above, charms aloft on high. Sweep away the storms rolling across the sky. Speed the rising sun, make the breeze to blow. Bid the robbing sea, bid the roses grow.
Come spirit, come charm, come spirit, come charm, come spirit, come charm, come spirit, come charm, come days that are warm, come magical spell, come help and get well, come spirit, come charm, come days that are warm, come magical spell, come help and get well, come charm, come spirit, come, come magical spell, come spirit, come. Come spirit, come charm, come spirit, come charm, come magical spell, come help and get well.
How could I know I would have to leave you? How could I know I would hurt you so? You're the one I was born to love. Oh, how could I ever know? How could I ever know? How can I say to go on without me? How when I know you still need me so? How can I say not to dream about me? How can I let you go? How could I ever know? Forgive me, can you forgive me and hold me in your heart and find some new way to love me now that we're apart? How could I know I would never hold you, never again in this world, but oh, sure as you breathe, I am there inside you. Oh, could I ever know? How could I ever know?
You three were supposed to be in that show last year, right? I'm sorry you guys didn't get the chance to perform it.
Sorry.
It's fine. I mean, when we first heard that we weren't going back on campus, I was disappointed. At least we got to throw together the virtual choir. It doesn't make up for the fact that we lost a big part of our lives without warning. It sucked.
I know what you mean. I signed up for theater before everything shut down. I wanted to take the class so I could grow into a better performer. I'm definitely meeting that goal sitting in my room, looking at a screen.
I was excited to learn more about theater, but in person, that didn't go as planned.
I was definitely looking forward to being on stage. All the cool costumes, the lights, the alive audience. We don't get that virtually.
I miss being on stage. We didn't even get to say goodbye to the little theater. I'm sorry for not including everyone more. I think that all of the upperclassmen can do a better job of making people feel like they're part of the theater family.
You guys are trying your best.
No, we're really not. Well, at least I'm not. I got caught up in finding the DVD and showing everything off, but I didn't even think about everyone else and what you wanted to see. I don't think the room will unlock until we work together. Maybe we can give it another chance?
You want us to give you another shot?
I think we should.
I know I messed up, but believe me, I want to make this better. I want us to start over. No more of this older and wiser crap. Together, like a real team.
As children, we would wander with strength in every stride. The theater is our kingdom, and you are by my side. Stupid, fearless, coy, far from all the noise. And others came to play, and our theater went away. Still, I know somewhere within us, as hard as it may seem, we can make the sky our own by painting what we dream. Since when did people grow afraid of dreaming? Since when did happiness become commodified? Why not liberate our imaginations? Create something substantial rather than brushing it aside. Why do we listen to the critics and the cynics? Who says identity is something you can buy? There's no serenity in living without feeling, without courage. You'll always live a lie. Together we were made to soar. Fly with me forevermore on a new horizon. Together we can seize the day. There's gotta be a better way on a new horizon.
Since when did people grow afraid of color? Does anybody know what we're running from? Am I brave enough to stretch beyond my borders? I'm certain of what I have become. Together could we break these chains, harness fate and take the reins on a new horizon? Together could we seize the day? There's gotta be a better way on a new horizon.
This could be our chance.
A leap in the expanse,
Burning bright. Together we were born with wings. We were meant for greater things. On a new horizon. What happens when our worlds collide? Somewhere in that great divide, I can see it, that new horizon. It's waiting in the sky, a new horizon.
So, what are we waiting for? Let's keep going.
Let's do this.
Where else could we possibly look? We've practically destroyed this closet digging around through DVDs already. It almost looks as bad as Decatur.
Oh man, we might be in here forever.
We sure aren't going to get any closer if we keep sitting around. We have to work together.
You do have a point.
Looked like the search continues.
The dream team is back in business, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, let's focus. What box haven't we looked in yet?
I don't think we looked in the classics box.
I thought we did.
It can't hurt to look again. You can't go wrong with the ones that every TJ Theater kid loves to bring up in casual conversation.
Let's try this one.
When Grandmama, 80, and getting ready with big alarm. Anything goes. When Mother and people gonna be fighting rather be than it's wrong. Anything goes. It's driving fast cars like, bars like, old hymns like, sailors like, we walk like, or the
Man, that was so good. Abigail, you guys did such a good job with that Footloose dance. I could tell you were having fun.
It's still not the special DVD, but you're right. Do you see why classics are brought up so much?
Oh, totally. And that dance was a lot of fun. Footloose is one of those iconic shows like Anything Goes. I loved listening to Cecilia sing There Are Worse Things I Could Do, too.
Man, theater's changed so much over time. The sizes of the cast, the stage designs.
Musicals in general have changed so much too. One second you have shows like Guys and Dolls or The Music Man that are about gambling or joining a band. Plots you can expect. Then, bam! You have people creating a hip-hop musical about a founding father.
That's very true.
And have you guys realized how often people change The Wizard of Oz in different musicals?
Huh, you're right.
You have the original, then there's The Wiz and Wicked.
Exactly. Give the industry about 20 years, and there'll be a new one about the Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion. Also, what do you guys think of Ratatouille the musical?
There's a musical about the movie Ratatouille?
You haven't heard of Ratatouille the musical? It started on TikTok. Man, I watched the premiere and it was...
Now hold up. I didn't know you were such a theater nerd.
Oh. Well.
That is so cool.
How come you never told us you knew so much?
I was afraid you guys would think I was an annoying know-it-all. But I do love theater. I've seen so many shows live, and I've been in a few productions before I joined theater at TJ.
I'm sorry that we made you feel like you couldn't share that with us. But I'm glad you decided to share, though. I'm a big theater nerd, too, so...
We're well aware of that.
As I was saying, I love theater as much as you do. Never feel afraid to talk about it.
And I bet a lot of our other classmates would enjoy the conversation, too.
I think that the newly discovered theater nerd should choose the next DVD we watch.
I second that.
How about we try Road to Fame?
Which one?
How about this one?
Go for it.
I'm so tired of all we're going through. I don't want to live like that. I'm so tired of all we're going through. I don't want to love like that. I just want to be with you now and forever. May not be the moment to tell you face to face, but I could wait forever for the perfect time and place. We all lead such elaborate lives. Tear us apart. I don't want to love like that. I just want to touch your heart.
This is the moment when the gods expect me to beg for help, and I won't even try. I want nothing in the world but myself to protect me. And I won't lie down, roll over and die. All I have to do is pretend I never knew him. All I have to do is push my longing to one side. Tell myself to love an ever-changing situation. Passion would have cooled, and all the magic would have died. It's easy, it's easy. All I have to do is pretend I never loved him. On those very rare occasions when he steals into my heart. Better to have lost him when the ties were barely binding. Better the contempt than the familiar cannot scar. It's easy, it's easy. Until I think about him when he was when I last touched him. And how he would have been where I've been with him today. Those very rare occasions don't let up, they keep on coming. All I've ever wanted, and I'm throwing it away. It's easy as a lie. But then I see the faces of undefeated people, a father and a nation who won't let a coward run. This is how the gods reward the faithful through the ages, forcing us to prove that all the hardest things we've done are easy, so easy. And though I think about him until the earth draws it around me, and though I choose to leave him for another kind of love, this is no denial, no return or an insult. Redeemed in my own eyes and in the pantheon above. It's easy as a lie. It's easy as a lie. It's easy as a lie.
Is this a dagger which I see before me? Handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? I see thee yet in form as palpable as this which I now draw. Belmar shows me the way I was going. An instrument such as yourself I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, but on thy blade, and dudgeon gouts of blood, which was not there before. No, it's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Nor the one half-world nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel the wolf, whose howls is his watch, thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarkin's ravishing strides, towards his design. He moves like a ghost. Fell firm and sure-set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear the very stones may prate of my whereabouts, and take the present horror from the time, which now suits with it. Whilst I threat, he lives. Worse the heat of deed to cold breath gives. I go when it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven. Or to hell.
Well, we were doing this Oriental number and I looked like Sid Charisse. Anime Wong. I had these two great big chrysanthemums on either side of my head and a huge headdress with gold balls hanging all over it. I was going on for the finale and going down the stairs, and who should I see standing by the stage door? My parents. They got there too early. I freaked. I didn't know what to do. I thought to myself, I know, I'll just walk quickly past them like all the others, and they'll never recognize me. So I took a deep breath and started down the stairs, and just as I passed my mother, I heard her say, "Oh my God." Well, I died. But what could I do? I had to go on for the finale, so I just kept going. After the show, I went back to my dressing room, and after I'd finished dressing and taking my makeup off, I went back downstairs. And there they were, standing in the middle of all these, and all they said to me was, "Please write, make sure you eat, and take care of yourself." And just before my parents left, my father turned to the producer, and he said, "Take care of my son." That was the first time he ever called me that.
That was so cool.
Michael Krenning was in that show. He played the captain of the army, who was also Aida's love interest.
Their love story is so heartbreaking. It's one that doesn't have the happy ending people expect it to.
Speaking of unexpected, I was a little confused by the current student performances, but Alan killed his version of Easia's life.
I know! There was so much emotion behind it. And Alika and Sydney's monologues, too. They were intense.
Alika fully committed to her character, and Sydney's got me pretty emotional.
I know. What should we watch next?
Should we try this? It's from the We Don't Talk About It box.
Let's check it out.
I guess. Let's do it.
Oh, goodness. It's Susical. Let's turn it off.
No. Majority rules. We are watching this.
Someone! Please! Records! Help! Someone! Who did? When your life's going wrong and you're wondering why.
When your tail is so long, you're unable to fly. Tell yourself how lucky you are. When you live
river that starts here and flows right under the bathtub, and then who knows? It's possible. Anything's possible. It might go along down where no one can see, right under State Highway 203, right under the wagon, right under the toes of Mrs. Umbroso, who's hanging out clothes. It's possible. Anything's possible. This might be a river, now mightn't it be, connecting McElligot's pool with the sea, and maybe some fish might be swimming toward me. Oh, the sea is so full of a number of fish. If the fellow is patient, he might get his wish. And that's why I think that I'm not such a fool when I sit here and fish in McElligot's pool. It's possible. Anything's possible. It's possible. Anything's possible.
There once was a girl bird named Gertrude McFuzz, and she had the smallest plain tail ever was. One droopy droop feather was all that she had, and oh, that one feather made Gertrude so sad. She curled it, she dyed it, she gave it a puff. She decked it with flowers, but it wasn't enough. For no matter what, it just was what it was. A tail that simply wasn't meant to catch the eye of an elephant. The one feathered tail of Miss Gertrude McFuzz.
The hair and makeup were an interesting choice.
I thought this stage design was cool. I can't believe you painted the whole stage white.
The top of the stage was basically black from our shoes by the closing night. We spent so much time rehearsing the dances, Katie wouldn't let us go home until we got it right. We all expected it to be a lighthearted show, but T dragged so many different emotions out of us, and so many things went wrong. Sam literally kicked me in the leg one night.
I mean, you look like you're enjoying that little solo we just watched.
Now, yeah, but back then we were all nervous about it. Most of us were newbies, and we wanted to do our best for T. He always pushed us even when we reached our limits. It was extremely stressful, but I know I'm a much better performer because of it.
I still feel like I need to prove myself. Zari definitely has. Even in Seussical, she was fully committed and enjoying herself. Singing with fish puppets takes some serious acting skills.
It takes time and practice. It'll get easier as you gain confidence. Seussical showed me that I could do it, but I didn't feel like I'd earned my place in theater until children...
Why don't we see what's on this DVD?
That sounds like a good idea.
Go ahead.
Found it.
Wait a minute. Is this Children of Eden?
It is. So, shh.
Oh, look out there in the eastern sky. Is that a hint of light? Oh, come and look. I need to know if I'm seeing right. We've lived so long in dark, I'm almost frightened to believe
that?
I forgot how much I loved being a part of that show. It feels like it was a lifetime ago, but it was only 2 years ago.
You guys were so intense. Even watching it on a screen, I can feel the heat radiating off the stage.
I know what you mean. Sarah was super scary looking, especially in that fight clip. Sam too. Have they always been that intense?
No. That show brought out parts of ourselves that no one saw coming. I know it was the most emotionally charged thing I ever did. We threw ourselves into each show with everything we had.
Yes, we did. I remember Max broke a drumstick in one of our last rehearsals because he was too into it. Then an alumni, Vicente, accidentally sent a stick flying into the audience.
Oh man, those snakes were so cool, especially having them stand up in a tree shape. I would never have considered something like that.
And that dance number got them a Fifth Avenue Award nomination. All of the dance numbers in the show were intense, but so much fun. The Wasteland was one of my favorites to be a part of.
I think my favorite part was Eve walking up to the pedestal. The lighting and the emotion gave me chills.
That was one of the most emotional moments in the show. A lot of cast members were crying on closing night.
Can we talk about that one part where Sam and Maya are basically fighting off that one student with the stick?
Oh yeah, that's Vicente. I'm amazed that he never fell onto the rest of the cast during that part.
I can imagine. Also, the blob dance in the fog, that looked so cool.
I want to do that. To perform like that.
You will. I'm sorry I can't be on stage with you guys when you get the chance. But believe me, we'll be in the audience cheering you on with the generations that came before us.
You can't say stuff like that and expect us to not be emotional.
I wish we could have done more with you guys this year.
This isn't the end. The seniors will be around. That's the magical thing about the little theater. It may get demolished, but the connections and memories we have will be remembered, just like how you do in the new theater, as the first generation will never be forgotten.
The most important lesson we learned doing Children of Eden, and by losing so much during the pandemic, is that theater isn't only the stage. It's the feelings, memories, and relationships. It's also the people who created them and will keep creating them. Theater will always be there for you.
Thank you for showing us this. I know my new lunch spot.
It's not going to look the same once you move into the new space. There will be another room with new things to discover.
I can't wait.
Hey, what's that over there?
It looks like a show poster. New theater coming soon.
Possibilities for next year are endless.
And we'll get to experience them together.
Well, we found what we came here for. I think it's time to head out. Want to try the door?
Sure. It's open.
Then it's time to go.
Can we stay a little longer?
We have to let go. But 5 more minutes couldn't hurt.
Look at the trip you made. I know you must be tired by now, so rest here in the shade. On the journey that you had to make, I've watched you bear
Congratulations, you made it. And I just have to, for Alika's sake, share one of my kitties. I'm so proud of all of you for making it through. She looks terrified because I'm talking. I'm so proud of you for making it through this quarter, for finishing the showcase. First of all, the fact that y'all had your videos in like the weekend after they were due, stunning. Well done. Beautiful job. Usually people have to like nag for stuff, which is why theater is usually done live, because you can't rely on actors to turn things in. They just have to be there. You know what I mean? Anyway, I cannot say enough how proud I am of literally everyone in the school who made it through the school year, but especially those of you who are in theater or choir, because I'm going to be honest, recording yourself is really vulnerable. Like, it's ridiculously vulnerable. I've been paid to sing and act before. I've been a professional singer and actor. I hate this. This is not fun. It's much, you feel more exposed. You don't have the help of the people around you. You're not in a special place for performing. Often you're in, a room or a house or an apartment with other people who are all also trying to do things. So my hats are off to you choir kids and you theater kids, you performers, for doing anything this year, let alone getting all of your assignments in and doing it well and ending up with a beautiful showcase. So congratulations. You've done the thing. I'm proud of you.
Hey guys, we did it! I just wanted to thank you all for your hard work and commitment this last quarter, and we were able to put on the showcase because of everyone who participated, and I'm super proud of everyone, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for all of us.
Hey guys, so year done, we finished it. Showcase is over. Thank you guys for everything, all your hard work this quarter, last quarter, throughout the entire year. I know life has been crazy for all of us, but I'm so proud of everything that you guys managed to pull together, and I am so excited to come back and see everything you guys are going to do in that new theater with that new stage, and just expanding the TJ legacy in ways that none of us can even dream of right now. It's going to be amazing to see what you guys do next, that's for sure.
I don't know how many words I can fit into a less than 1 minute video of how proud I am of all of us, really. The class of 2020 and 2021 having to go through some hardships and not have our graduations. But to also highlight the fact that we've also been through some hardships of our late great director passing. Rest in peace, T. I know for a damn fact that he is looking down on every single one of us and giving a little T chuckle as he watches us grow as actors, musicians, and many more. I am so proud of each and every one of you. Good luck on your journeys.
Wanted to say something though to the theater kiddos. Hi guys. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kenzie and I was a senior last year, but I have seen your guys' showcase work. I've seen what you've been doing for this showcase, and I'm really proud of you guys, and it's really awesome that you're able to do something even though the entire world is like, no, this is not happening. It's awesome that you guys are still able to make something happen and something cool. Like, maybe you don't think it's cool right now, but I personally think it's really cool that you were able to do any of this, that you had the support system, had the people around you, everyone who just really wanted to make this happen, and I'm glad it did. That's all. I'm glad it did. I love you all. You're all the best. Bye.